After BN, then you work together with PH again. This sort of starts your second phase in the government. This was very important during 2018, which was the elections that brought hope to the country, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you joined BN, there was a 5-year plan promised to you.
Yes.
When you joined PH, what was promised to you, HINDRAF, and the Indian community that made you say, okay, now let's work together?
See, PH was in a unique position then. Okay. See, the reality is this. HINDRAF controls 45% to 48% of the Indian voters. That is proven. In 2000, let me give you some figures.
Please.
Prior to 2008, 90% of Indians voted Barisan all throughout. Samuelu was so proud to say it's fixed deposit. But when HINDRAF did its campaign in that 3 months, all right, it went the other way around. 90% of Indians supported opposition. And seeing the Indian wave, the Chinese too moved. Okay. In 2013, when I supported Najib had 45% of this. So from 10%, his vote increased from 10% to 45%. So there was an additional 35%. In 2018, when I backed Mahathir, he got 88%. So from 55%, it went up to 88%. So you can give you can calculate. That's my figure. Now, PH in 2018 was in a unique position because its leader, Anwar Ibrahim, was behind bars. The leader then was Wan Aziza. Wan Aziza on her own could not win the elections in 2018. Things happened in UMNO. Mahathir left, Muhyiddin left, they formed Bersatu, and then they realized they can't go on their own. They struck a deal with Pakatan Harapan. They became partners. Bersatu was not a registered party, so they struck a deal to go on a common logo. And Mahathir was made the chairman of the pact, chairman. And he was the Prime Minister figure. Whatever said and done, this country will only accept a Malay Muslim leader. Anwar was not seen, or Anwar is not seen as a Malay Muslim leader, nor is Wan Aziza. So when Mahathir came here, and then with his campaign on 1MDB and whatever not, there was a movement. But he realized that he needed the Indian support. Okay, and some colleagues, some of my friends from who became my friends from UMNO also left, and they started engaging me and said, "Why don't you come and meet Tun and speak to him?" And I said, "Okay, fine." So and there was another blogger who also initiated the discussion, and I met Tun Mahathir on 2 occasions. Both occasions, he had a lot of doubts, why I joined Barisan and then left. And I told him what happened, and he understood. And he understood what I could do. He's well informed. One thing with him, he's a well-informed person. He knows exactly what I'm capable of doing. And he asked me to help him. I said, well, this time around, we need to contest. We are not a political party, but we need to contest. And I need to be in the cabinet. He said, okay, fine, we will talk to the Pakatan Harapan. And he spoke to Pakatan Harapan. PKR was not willing to concede any, not even a single seat. And during the same time, I was also talking to DAP leaders. I spoke to Anthony Lok. I spoke to, I can't get his name now. I spoke to Kit Siang. At some point of time, Kit Siang said, well, we may consider Cameron Highlands for you. I said, fine, doesn't matter. It's a loser seat. Never mind. But ultimately, none of them wanted to concede a single seat. Apparently, it's instruction from Anwar Ibrahim. Okay. So, Tun Mahathir was disappointed. He told me, frankly, he said, look, I tried my level best. I'm unable to secure a seat for you. Anyway, he said, I will appreciate if you continue with your campaign, continue helping us. If I become a Prime Minister, if we win and I become the Prime Minister, I'll appoint you to the Senate again and I'll make you a minister. And that man kept his word. And we went all out. We never, we never complained that we were not given seats. We continued with our momentum. And we delivered the Indian votes. And he kept his word.